Hi guys, I'm Nick from PLAYR and I'm a digital marketing manager. PLAYR is a revolutionary football tracking device that uses GPS signal to track and analyse the movements of players on the field to help them improve their performance, recover for their next game, and essentially track and analyse their stats. Here's the SmartPod. It's FIFA approved, it's water resistant, and it charges within 2 hours. So it charges by going on the charging dock, and then you just plug that into your laptop, and depending how often you play, we'll charge it for up to 3 games, and then you're ready to go. And then once it's charged, it goes back into the vest, and then you'll see flashing lights to indicate that it started recording a session. It works by tracking the GPS data, and it's activated via a magnetic strip. So once this goes into the back of the vest, it's then activated, and as soon as a player starts moving, the pod starts recording data. So there's no on-off button, it just starts recording. So then you play your game. Once you've played your game, you come back, you take the pod out of the Velcro pocket, and then this is when you can sync it to your phone, and it connects within a couple of minutes. So then you have all of your game data to look through. So within the app itself, you can see the dials on the main screen, and then you can have a more detailed view of each of the metrics. So to go into one of the metrics, such as distance, I can see within this game I ran 5.36 kilometers, which compared to my personal best is slightly down, but in terms of my averages across the season, it's actually slightly up. So that's quite good. Then I can compare that against the community and the professional players. So you can reflect upon the stats that you receive and actually start to map out some of your training over the next week. So you also have the ability to go through some of the different metrics. I've gone through distance. You can also go through top speed, your power, and your sprint distance. And for granularity, you can go into 5-minute breakdowns, which gives you each 5-minute sector within the game and how you perform during that period. So I can see here my top speed was highest towards the middle of the game, and towards the end of the game, I tapered off. And one of the top differentiators between the amateur game and the elite game is being able to maintain the top speed throughout the full 90 minutes. So that's something I can take back and work on. What also brings it to life is some of the maps that are available. So within this session, I recorded 17 power plays. So then I'll scroll down to the power map to see where the direction of those sprints actually occurred. So I can see that most of the sprints I actually did were across the halfway line to the right-hand side. So for me, I would now look positionally, was that the right thing to do? I can then talk to my teammates, my coach, to see if that's something I need to improve on or whether that was tactically the right decision. One of my favorite things I like to look through is the heat maps. So my heat map here shows that the most active period was the middle of the field, and then I branched out to both sides, which is probably good for me. After each training session, our smart coaches offer recovery and nutritional advice to improve recovery or prepare yourself for your next session. So I can see on this session here, my session analysis showed that my load was actually quite high and my intensity was optimal. Based off that, I received tailored sports science advice for that session that I did. It's recommended a slow jog or a brisk walk. I can use this information to recover from my previous session, but also prepare for my next session. And that's what's so great about the Smartcoach. It allows aspiring professionals to use the data that's available for the elite to help their game. For years, this technology has only been available to the top level of sport, but now PLAYR's making that technology available to everybody at every level of the game.